What's this? Moderation helps feel everyone safe? No, moderation helps everyone feel safe. I disagree. I don't think I need any. Thanks for the suggestion, YouTube, but I think I can take it from here. Hello. Yeah, but why would anyone want to break the rules? That's like illegal. Also, please don't break the rules. And because I asked nicely just then, nobody will. Ever. This is my strategy for moderation. The trust system. I think it's the honor system. That's what it's called. Alright, I am physically incapable of hearing my own stream, so this is a quick sound check. Is my microphone actually on? This is a common issue whenever I use the PlayStation 4. Awesome. Oh. Alright, mic's muted, I guess. Hang on. I think it's this. Wait a minute, you guys are lying to me. Alright, this stream is just gonna be pretty basic. I'm basically just filling out a laundry list of different streams I could try before I eventually just stop doing them. This one's kind of a creation one, except it's for levels that already exist. And by that I mean, you've probably seen my community post, you may have not. I intend to, when the servers come back, put most of my playable levels, like, turn them into DLC-free versions, and then make them copyable. I've already done 2 so far, but I've got a lot to go, and I wanted to kind of put a live stream and see what happens. Also, it gives me an excuse to use this thing, because I didn't really think about any application other than, like, what am I even going to use this for? Now's the perfect time. And then all the while, I mean, it's kind of a blender. It definitely looks like a blender. It's a blender of music. I mean, you know, if a dead creator land player situation happens with my levels, then so be it. But more, like, this is more of a, I personally like prodding at other people's creations and like seeing how they work. So I wanted to offer that for anybody who feels the same way, of which there's probably 1 or 2 people, but you know what, it's 1 or 2 people that I'm making happy by doing this. This will probably go on for a week, like they're left copyable, then I'll swap them back to the originals. Joke's on you, my early levels don't even have my watermark. These 2 I've already done, Overreacting Tutorial and Casual Stroll Through a Normal Level. I've already completely wiped out the DLC from those, now moving on to these 2. And all the while you can ask me questions about whatever is on your mind, and then I'll give the worst possible opinions about tacos. as part of a just chill stream, is what the topic is here. Every third word with Weezer. I'm not sure that'd be... Would it even be understandable at that point? The dumbest show on Earth would definitely be a large job, since it's multiple levels, and there's probably... Since it's my most recent level, it's probably chock full of DLC that I have to replace. But I can certainly try it. Just making sure nothing falls out of place when I unpause. And now I can use this. And hopefully it'll work forever and nothing will go wrong. Mr. Z Woofy. Servers are probably like, I want to say 95% chance they come back eventually because Steven Isbell, the community manager, he has said multiple times that he is working to bring it back. Going so far as to extend, like, he mentioned he was going to leave the community, like, he and Sony agreed that, like, he's leaving Little Big Planet community manager position. But then it was extended because the servers are still down and now would not be the best time. Okay, here's the voting thing I made. Just pick the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and hopefully that song will play. It's just kind of a voting thing. Let me just check inside and see if it's working, and it is. And you are voting for. Why? We don't want... No. Alright. Joke's on you, this one's shorter than regular music. I deliberately made that. I don't want to be hot dogger. Not this early. It shouldn't be too long before the song turns off, hopefully. And then a new one will start. Yeah, it won't turn off. It turns off automatically. It's got like a timer. Is it not shorter? Uh-oh. Wait, what's making it... Dang it. Alright, it was only supposed to go for 30 seconds, but now it's going the full distance. Oops. Maybe I should go ahead and fix that. Hang on. It should be the one thing I need to change about this. Look, in the minigame it's featured in, it's not supposed to last this long. We are not even halfway through the song. What do you mean, leave it? Why isn't it detecting? Ah, dang it. Alright, that is the issue. It's not this. It's this. No PTSD this day, I've made it considerably shorter. Thank God. Alright. Hello, Poop-Doo-Doo75. If it's a tie, it's going to pick the highest number first? Or lowest. It's one of the two. Hang on, let me see which one gets picked. So it's currently a tie between... I think it's the lowest one, which in this case would be 4. It's also going very slow. Hang on. It's very intricately made. Okay. It has picked 4. So lowest on the list gets picked first if it's a tie. Seconds might be a tad much. I'll let it play and see if it does get grading. I'll change it if needed. Purple and black textures. You know what? I like that idea. I'm gonna change that. I have no idea what to do with these faces, but I like that idea. You didn't download CS Source. Sorry. Now I'm just kind of hoping I have a sticker that's just a black checkerboard. But I don't see one. So I think I'm gonna have to do it manually. I missed it. Hi, Nader likes cheese. I missed it again. No. You're sending me on a wild goose chase. Hang on, I have a better idea. I think. Maybe there's nothing under Doodles. Nope. They're definitely checkerboard adjacent, but I don't think they would work. Alright, I'm doing it manually. Everybody look away. I'm using sticker panel. Oh. That's how it looks, right? Bright pink and black. I'll glue them in a second. Right now I need to cut them out. Doesn't that just look great? Alright, what stickers are attached to this man that I can't put on here? The mouth. That would be pretty funny. Like, if I just made it so that every DLC item is replaced with the purple and black checkerboard. There we go. That's him. In the flesh. Do brightness settings? What you talking about? There's brightness and opacity. Was it showing something else? I can't pull back the recording, but... Up. Oh, camera shine. I genuinely, despite all of my years of creating, have no idea what this does. And you can do it with every single material, just like in layer. Okay, it makes them shinier. But I don't know why you would want this. It's the weirdest, most unexplained thing in this entire game. Gary's Mod giant arrow sign. That too. Oh, that would be a good idea too. Alright, here comes the hard part. Nope, hang on. I can fast track it. Opacity tweaker should work. Let me just... There we go. I see you saying the error sign from Source Engine for, like, props is ugly? Are you saying this isn't? I've got this guy as well. I think he is entirely DLC. No, he isn't. Honestly, the worst part about the DLC lock is sound effects count too. Like, if you swap a sound effect object, hang on. This thing. There's DC Comics Levels Pack, there's Muppets. If you so much as put this into, like, anybody's level, they just can't edit it anymore. And the thing is, if a person joining off of you has this, but you don't, they can still put it into your level. But then, if you try to go back in, you're just locked out forever. It's actually happened with somebody who, like, they put a Muppets Pack sound effect into their level. They didn't realize it was there. And then they just couldn't edit their level, ever. The way we fixed it, I have the Muppets Pack, so they made it copyable, sent it to me, I removed it and sent it back. That is, unless you have it backed up before it was put in, that is the only way you can fix it, by getting somebody else to get it out. Assuming, of course, they have your DLC, so they can edit it themselves. Oh, fiddlesticks. What now? You just couldn't move your DLC over to Little Big Planet 3? That makes sense. I lost a lot of my DLC. Most of it from the Little Big Planet 1 Game of the Year edition. Had stuff like Metal Gear Solid and like the level kit just pre-installed on the disc, and for some ungodly reason it's just impossible to move that over. Yep, emulation like RPCS3. Not even a problem, you could just have all of the DLC in it. had some sort of problem with moving my DLC from Little Big Planet 2 to 3 PS4, but the problem with that was most of it was on another account I had, like I played on before creating a new one, Dstomp 1. I do actually really like this joke now, so I'm going to make a bigger version of this. Okay. Yep, this is officially what's happening now. Any major item I just don't feel like replacing, I just replace it with the checkered card, like the checkerboard from Source. Let me see them in action real quick. Brilliant. LVP servers, yep, they're still down. It's been 2 months now, I think. No, LVP's not down, like, not officially down out forever. We're still promised they're coming back. Dude, I just realized I made this thing out of basic wood. How could I? Like, in the extremely unlikely chance that Little Big Planet servers just don't come back, then I'll just make all of this, like, a file you can download, and then you can put that as a backup on your PlayStation. So it's not all for nothing, is the hope. Man, the Z clipping going on here is a bit weird. I'm not gonna change it though, it makes it look better. Makes it look more like a missing texture. A glitch. Alright, up next we got this place, the laboratory. Guess I'll just turn it into chrome. Yep, that's what I've been doing with invisible material. Just making it cardboard with the opacity tweaker. All this process has really made me think about how much I've been using invisible material. Yep, the laboratory has to go to more cost-efficient material. Can't have anything in today's economy. I haven't done that yet, Axolotl. The main reason being that a lot of the puppets are just kind of... like, they aren't like these two over here, made out of 90% Back to the Future DLC. Why is there a hole here? Hi, Dr. Average Pizza. But the cardboard puppets, most of them are not actually mostly comprised of DLC, so in this specific case the checkerboard would have been faster than trying to find a replacement. Shout out to Polar, by the way, he made the cake that slowly descends and you stand on it. Hey, remember this place? Ah yeah, the secret place that nobody knows about. Yeah, Memorizer... there's a lot of things the quest list can't do that the Memorizer can, but if I could do it all over again, the dumbest show on Earth would probably use the quest system, because that is probably why the hub destroyed itself, and, you know, I wouldn't have to have deleted it. Something to think about for the next adventure I make, if applicable. So there's this part where you become Toggle, and like you're supposed to go under this pit. There's this whole thing. If you press L1, you just kind of start spinning and shoot up into the air. If you do actually somehow make it under the hole or over and go through here, there's the layer launcher that shoots all the way down here. And it's a secret area. And the Velocipore just puts you right back up here. There it is. Just in case. Hello, Damien Boss. Hello, Top H3T VR. Otherwise, sometimes, assumedly, known as Top Hat VR. just gonna change the lava to water. It won't make any sense if you burn it, but that's okay. I could make it bright. That would be, once again, in line with Source. Because it'd be like that one thing where you move around in the skybox and suddenly it becomes a weird draw effect. I could make it glow. I'm gonna stick with water though. Maybe next time. I have acknowledged your request, and for now on, we'll call you Top Hat VR, or simply Top Hat. Yep, here's the second appearance, I think, of the shoe rocket. Very classic. So classic, in fact, you can still see the Dstomp inside has springs between his joints, and his arms are at, like, stomach height, for some reason. Good times. Yep, this is not pre-recorded. As far as you know. I could just show you pre-recorded gameplay and be talking over it as if it was live. Not wilderness. What one? Hang on. Let me see what the votes were. 1 vote. Hang on. That is 5. Yes, this is 5. Okay, there's 1 vote for 1 and 2 votes for 5. That's what happened. So, Metropolis won. Are you being sarcastic, or are you issuing a problem? I can't tell. It could be both. I don't make things very well. Oh, magic mouth. Crap. Did that happen? Dang it! Alright. Just pretend it's the wilderness. Okay, there's nothing I can do about that one. Why is this man made of cheese? The last time he was in a level, he was made of cardboard. I mean, it makes sense. That's a lot of movement in chat. Hang on. No problem, Axolotl. I'm glad the guide helps. There's been a lot of comments and videos and other people's videos of my levels going, how does this man make puppets? So, I figured it was a nice thing to make it. I'm glad people enjoy it. Top Hat, remind me later, like when I'm done with this specific level, and I can answer any questions you have about puppet making. Or maybe right now. Maybe we can do it right now. Hang on, let me finish this asteroid and I'll get back to you on that. And yes, you can actually highlight these things. Okay, I guess the... Hang on. It's a very neat feature whenever you're trying to do anything. Or if you're trying to save space in a level, you can just go, well, what's a unique material that isn't being used much? Pick red cardboard skyscraper, and then if you get rid of it, the thermometer will go down. Because the thermometer rises significantly whenever you use unique materials. For example, the biggest one is space background. Watch the thermometer as I pull this out. That is a lot. This is why spacecraft background sucks. But that's one of the main things of the thermometer. It goes up with unique material. There are of course other factors, but that's kind of the main one, in my experience. And if you want to try and optimize your level, you can just highlight stuff, and it'll bring you right to it. And in my extremely specific case, I can highlight DLCs and go seek them out. One of those things you never really know about, other than, like, alongside, you can select multiple corners at once on the corner editor. Alright, we're taking a quick diversion at Top Hat's request. I can save, right? Nothing's wrong? Probably. I'm sure it's fine. Top Hat, what is your question? What are you having problems with? What can I explain? Can I pull up the, powerful puppetry? Where is it? Yeah, maybe I deleted it. Nope, there it is. Yeah, it's that one time I tried to turn it into a cinematic. Never actually got published. Whoop, okay. The thermometer is very full. I'm sure that's fine. Where does it start? There you are. Maybe this isn't the best place for it. It is very laggy. Sticker panel skeleton. Alright, so this is actually where this is. This is your skeleton. It needs to be a thick layer if your body parts are thin. And if your body parts are thick, it needs to be thin. Dstomp? We don't talk about Dstomp. Except it does show up a few times. I'll get back to you on that. So for the skeleton, because it needs to be thick and the body part's thin, or vice versa, this is because you need to put the bolts on there. And that only works thick on thick or thin on thick. Don't take that out of context. Boy, this sounds weird. How's that? Did that answer your question? It's possible. Technically, you can also do like thick on top of thick like this. But the one thing being that it's kind of a waste of space. You can't play it. You can't place them in the back layer, which will probably never come up in your lifetime, but awesome. Glad I could help. You can also put bolts on the body, if you want to. The skeleton is mostly just if you want the body parts to be free from the body itself, in case you want to do extremely specific things to the body, like destroy it or modify it in weird ways. Or in my case, make them just float away from the limbs for some reason. What was the next? Oh, right, Dstomp. Talking about... It's one of these. There it is. Dstomp is a place shown in multiple videos, like older videos. If you've watched A Brief Respite, that is like 25% of it. Most of it just takes place in some void place. The best way to show it is the one I made for Two Brawlers. You've probably seen this video, but it's very important when you destroy the body of your puppet that it must move on. Very crucial. So here's the Two Brawlers stage I made to... Ignore him. Two Brawlers stage I made for... Dstomp stage I made for Two Brawlers, which is a thing that may exist or may not. And that's kind of it. Nothing more to say about it. It's just a big wall with a small town inside. And I have not really elaborated on any lore involving the place, so I can't really say anything. What else? Yeah, I called it tubes. I also made another one, actually. Da Vinci's tubes. You don't get to know about that one, though. I don't think it's been showed off anywhere. Shoot. Where was I? You. It is highly illegal to eat pickles in Dstomp, only cucumbers. Crap. It's been long enough, I'm putting an override on this. Or maybe I'm not. The trash can level is for, so I was making a sequel to Dstomp: A Brief Respite. It didn't go well. We don't talk about it anymore. I'll eventually upload the remains of what it was supposed to be, but the problem with doing that now is because I still want to tell a different story, and then people might interpret it as the actual story, even though I put a message before it even begins saying, this is not canon. Plus, if I want to reuse any ideas from it, it's kind of not as impactful because it's already been put out. But the trash can is just the final segment, which I considered so bad it needs to be thrown away immediately. Not even included in the scrapped video. Quite simply, it is garbage. Making so good progress. Okay, I can't change that. So hopefully that's the only occurrence of that text. I really should have kept the DLC out of my own thing I was supposed to bring into other levels, which I'm supposed to strip the DLC out of. That's a major flaw on my part. My bad. What do you mean, 12? What does this mean? What are you trying to tell me? Do I have 12 seconds to live? Give it to me straight. Oh, okay. Fair enough. Here that there is no pineapple object. I don't think it's in food either, since this is mostly for SpongeBob and Garfield and Don't Starve for some reason. So I'm gonna give it the Source Engine treatment. Yep, I'm garbage, and so is the trash. I can't say for sure, but I'm like 90% certain that my voice has not changed at all since that level. I'm cursed to sound like this for the rest of my life. Change dialogue to from pineapple to object not found? I'll consider it. That does seem like a bit too much work for this in this case, though. Yes. When the servers go back up, I plan to put... I'm not going to say all my levels, but most of my playable levels up for grabs. And because they're filled with so much DLC you can't get anymore, I wanted to take the extra step in doing something extremely stupid and take the time out of my life to remove every single instance of DLC in any of the levels. It's mostly just so I could do something really big and really stupid when the servers go back up. The main part here is that it's stupid. I think I'm gonna keep the pineapple text. Maybe until later. You can thank, I believe it was Axolotl64 for his idea of changing it all to source textures. Because I also do think it's quite funny. Poop. Honestly, it would be funny if they made it so that, like, whenever you try to boot up a level, like, you copy a level and it has DLC in it, it shouldn't just stop you from ever editing it again. It should instead have, like, a placeholder texture like the source engine. Assuming, of course, we live in a world where the Little Big Planet 4 ever happens, or just a sequel to it in general. Would be nice. I play PC games a lot, so of course Half-Life is up there. Played a lot of Half-Life 2 and Gmod. So you probably remember all the Kermits that stop you from progressing. For them, I've just been deleting their mouths and wiping their stickers. Yep, that was my first attempt at trying to figure out how the Questinator works. I think it still works. It's probably the way you're supposed to use it. And yes, of course, it gives you the aubergine. It's not eggplant, it's an aubergine. So, here's a funny thing I did. For a lot of these things where there's multiple stickers in a scenario, I like to just put a bunch of stickers onto a single sticker panel, and then just kind of cut that out. So, even though this doesn't necessarily have the DLC, it's still on the material, and therefore is causing a problem. Yay me. Well, look at the bright side, Top Hat. You're probably not suffering an injury that results in one of yours being deaf. It's unlikely, so that's why I'm making that assumption, but, you know, can't all be lucky. I do really like this one. You probably haven't seen the god-awful tier list of Lil Big Plant songs I put on Twitter, but this is high up on there. Hang on, let me find that thing again. You thought it was top down, so you want Rock the Jungle instead? Rock the Jungle is also a good one. I'm sure it'll show up again. I didn't put that much music in there, I think. I spent all that time removing this, like removing the move pack from this thing, and it turns out that this is also DLC. Great. Why is there a big wedge of cheese out here? Where did this come from? There's no other instance of cheese in this game. In this level. At least not the object. I mean, fair enough. Every level is better with cheese. I'll agree with you, Shark. I just don't remember how it got there. Of course this is DLC. I spent all that time for nothing. I am just the worst at managing the stuff. Go eat some food and get healthy. Don't let me stop you. Eat cheese. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, that should be everything. At least everything from a stickers and objects point. There is, of course, the issue of sound effects and all the music, but I'm gonna do that off stream since that's the extremely boring part. Shark, I want you to know that I did, in fact, read that wrong in my head. So I guess I'm gonna have to destroy I'm Dstomp at the end of the stream. Let me delete this and do one final round. Alright, I'll fix the rest when I'm not streaming, because it is extremely boring. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is now DLC free. And we will move on to the second level. Probably the last one I'll do of this stream. Toadstools, tickets, and theatrics. Has it really been an hour already? So it has. Time flies. Alright, is this one of those things that starts when I unpause? Of course it is. But you know what? Let's watch it. That should be good. Yep. Sound of flies, that would be the, Alright, I gotta tweak this thing again. In the unlikely case we actually have one of the bad songs show up again. I mean, bad? Nope, not bad. Great. Awesome songs. And you know what? I guess 8 minutes is too much. Let's change it to 6. Six minutes. Alright, the sound of flies, that just comes from the hazardous gas right here. Or whatever it's called. Horrible gas. Very classic, very smelly, very stinky. That's right? Yes. Yeah. The very beautiful assistant does shower, it's just, she leaves out her hand whenever she does it. Specifically so that she can do this. As somebody who's been around for, since the beginning of Little Big Planet, technically, it's been like a year after its launch when I first entered. I'd say Little Big Planet 2 is, like, honestly, I won't say what the golden age was. There was... Yeah, I guess one would be its golden age, because then there was the part when everybody made terrible... I'll give you free stuff if you heart this level, but the free stuff is actually just cardboard cutouts and prize bubbles. I'll give you the rare prize crown if this level gets 500 hearts, and my profile profile gets 1,000 hearts. None of it's real. You just get the bubble, and it turns out it's just a cardboard cutout, and you've been swindled. I'd argue Little Big Planet 2 is the golden age, but... Oh yeah, I forgot I had a prize bubble up here. Not that it matters with the DLC giveaway, because you can just copy this one. But there's this thing where, if you squeeze his leg... Yep, it was pretty impressive when somebody made a calculator in Little Big Planet. I don't think I could ever make anything in Little Big Planet 1, though. I love logic too much, if this is anything to go by. Let's begin. Oh yeah, this guy. That's a reference nobody will get. I'll just delete him. Yeah, my copy of Little Big Planet 1 Game of the Year Edition, it's still working, as far as I know. Not that I've actually played on it in recent years, but I feel that's a good argument for it still being able to work. Did I really stick another person's stickers onto Dash from Incredibles? I have to get rid of them anyway, but let me see this. Wait, where? There you are. I'll just make Dash this. The golden age of Little Big Planet 1. Bora Bora Island. I never liked all the survival levels, like Bomb Survival. Call me a hater, but that's just how it is. So, fun fact, I never actually made Dash over here static or glued or anything, so somebody discovered a way to break, soft lock the level by pushing him over here, and then this chair would fall on top of him, and then you could not sit on it, and you could not progress the level. I'm sorry, there is no option 68 or 6. Mostly because the interactive livestream sensor doesn't go that high. Like nothing even changed. I got a bit too committed to trying to replace only the parts with DLC to parts without, but then I realized that literally everything attached to that character had stickers, and I was too far gone, so I just committed to the bit. It will happen again. I promise. That being said, Kermit is getting the source treatment. Use stickers instead of put all this work in toward pretty much the same outcome visually. Don't be ridiculous. This is clearly the better option. It's dynamic. Talking about a sticker, you're probably talking about Kermit over here. Whenever I make characters, I like to put them all into a single thing and then cut it all out, so stuff like this will happen, where other characters will be included with others in just kind of their cutout sheet. I don't know, I kind of like Newton's theme. Not so much to tell you that the song doesn't suck, but, you know, it's okay. It is appropriate music as I mutilate Kermit into something unrecognizable. You gotta admit. Everything else here should be fine. Right? No, of course not. I did not mean to do that. Let's just leave the eyes off of that one. I think that looks better. Of course. Why are you using the Newton theme with all the audio tracks at maximum? Hang on. It's around here somewhere. It's over here, isn't it? Nope. Hang on. Wait, where is it? I've loosed a rogue music picker. There. So what I've done for interactive songs, like Newton's theme over here, is that it slowly progresses. So it's not actually a maximum. Also, the maximum volume is 50 for everything. Just so that it's not louder than me. I don't think Power Trip is in here, but also I can't do a sixth option, because the interactive livestream sensor quite simply sucks. I don't think you understand, Mr. Buddy. The interactive livestream sensor A cannot have its outputs more or less than 5, and B cannot run adjacent to any other livestream sensors. We are literally stuck with 5. Is there something wrong with the statement of mutilating Kermit into something unrecognizable? It's what I'm doing. You can't argue that. What, was Blarg DX actually in there? Boy, that's a dodged bullet. I would have loved to have an option to, like, make it so that you could vote to end the song early and start a new one, but I don't know how, so I didn't. I could make a way for me to override it and just stop the song early. There we go. Maybe that's it. No, of course not. What else? Kermit. Should have known. And of course, the director. His hand is Buzz. I won't stop you if you vote for Blarg DX. It is the best song ever. Here's a secret. If you have a second person or are otherwise able to get past the scoreboard, you can see the director. It's hiding out back there. thing that's always confused me. All of my levels do pretty well on YouTube, but for some reason Toadstool's Tickets and Theatrics is just kind of stuck at very low amount of views compared to everything else. Algorithm's weird like that. I got plenty of plays on Little Big Planet. Just for some reason YouTube was not kind to it. This is perfect music to create machinations beyond anyone's wildest imagination. Or just stripping a cardboard creature of its essence, like I have now. This is #1 on my playlist of music to create monsters to. Sure, it's the same for Victoria herself. The saw blade. The god-dang saw blade. You can still see its hitbox stretching across, probably at the other end of the level. Strange thing this is. What was the vote? Let me just make sure it's working. Steampunked? Yeah, I like this one. I have to assume this issue happened, like, during the transition between Little Big Planet 2 and 3, and then they just didn't care, like most of, or I wouldn't say most, a bunch of parts of the level kit, of DC Comics level kit, is not as working well as how it did in Little Big Planet 2. I'm very good at putting together words, don't mind it. So I'm sure if I put it down right now, it's gonna do it. Yep. Let me isolate this in a box real quick, so I can show you. This thing is literally dividing itself like that. And it's one the same. It's just the invisible part is the part that actually kills you. I don't know why this happens, but I needed a saw blade. So that's what I used. Just another one, just another little big planet thing, am I right, guys? It is highly theorized that Sumo Digital were actively whipped during development of Little Big Planet 3. By Sony, of course. Sony wants their holiday deadline. That's what they get. It's what we get, I guess, since we, the people who actually enjoy Little Big Planet, get the short end of the stick. Oh, they've definitely, like, if it wasn't clear, just by the passage of time, Steven actually did kind of confirm that Sumo Digital has long since not been involved with Little Big Planet 3. All we have is kind of a faceless team of people working on whatever it is they do. Backend service, server upkeep. I just call them the Little Big Planet team. Yeah, Little Big Planet 3 was definitely devved by Sumo Digital. The makers of such wonderful games like Snake Pass and Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. But they also helped with Little Big Planet PS Vita, I think. Maybe? It was either that or one of the DLCs. They definitely did a good job, in my opinion, with all the story stuff and the additions to create mode, but of course we all know how the bug scene happened with Little Big Planet 3, to the point where you literally could not get past the intro on the PlayStation 3 version. Yeah, you can select multiple corners with the corner editor. It's awesome. You can just do this and extend it further. This system works on the honor system, so if you spam a number, then it will work. So, my apologies to number 3, which would have won otherwise. Nothing I can do about it. Of course the seagull has the frog on it. Why wouldn't it? To be fair, I do like this song as well. The highlight tool is the best. I've already explained why before, I'm not gonna do it again, but you can just find anything you want if it's hiding in your level somewhere. Well, not anything. This does not apply to, unfortunately, the sound effects. But if you want to find every instance of painted wood, you can just do that. And in my case, set it to theme, and I want to find this. There it is. Purge the DLC. No, I can kinda hear the TF2, mostly just in the saxophone. The rest of it I don't understand too much, but you do you. Well, you know what? If nothing else, at least it's here. That's all I can say about it. Highlight tool's the best. Nea Lovsat. I am removing all of the DLC because I want to eventually give away my levels as DLC-free versions so that people can poke and prod at them. I like to mess with people's stuff just to see how they work, so if this pleases one person out there, then I'll be happy. Hate passed me so much. Why would I put Kermit and this on the same friggin' board? If anybody invents a time machine like 17 years from now, can you go back in time and punch me when I first built this thing? Thanks. I mean, you literally can't edit a level if it has any kind of DLC in it. The only thing you can really do with a copied level is play it, and at that point the only real use is, if the servers go down, you'll still have my levels. But I could just put all those on a USB drive, and it'd be harder for people to get on their PlayStation 4s after that, but I could still distribute it to, like, level backups of them. Yeah, if some DLC does, like, get through, I think you can still use the Attractogel tweaker if you gain a copy of it, even though you don't have the Muppets pack, but it's not everything. Like, you can't have the Kermit head. I have to go through and get rid of the Kermit head and anything else related to Muppets if you want to actually edit this level. Material is DLC free? I've never paid attention to it. If only there was some sort of online resource that could help me with this, but I'd be asking too much, I think. Personally, I wanted to make a list of songs that are DLC free, just so I can make this. But generally, all interactive music is DLC free, with like 1 or 2 exceptions. Mostly Marvel related. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of love for number 5. What is that? Fair enough. And it's still wilderness. Continue ignoring that. Do you think I should make the voting section longer? I'm seeing people cast votes even though it's already ended. I'm sure that's a problem with YouTube stream delay. Yeah, I didn't realize the wilderness theme goes this hard. Voting. I think this one's the voting timer. Yes. And I thought 20 seconds was a lot. How about 32? That should be enough. I literally can't fix the text unless I go back to the original level I made it in, since it's using saved objects. I'll be sure to try to remember to fix it if I ever use it again. That's wrong. No, hang on. Just good. The Metropolis music is the best, kind of. I'm more fond of the Wilderness music, but Metropolis is still awesome. I am not fixing the text for a throwaway stream. You're just gonna have to wait. Is non-negotiable. I do actually have the wilderness in here, I think. Friggin' of course everything about this person... Okay. I tried. I really did. Nothing but a smile. It has some instances of Kermit in this level. There's a Kermit in pretty much any level, just kind of hidden. Oh no, the director is entirely DLC. That's unfortunate. I hate to lobotomize the man. He's one of my favorites, but that's just how it gotta be. Oh yeah, I saw the comment. Other than Little Big Planet series, what's my favorite game series? Probably Don't Starve Together. I do really like Don't Starve. It's just that nobody will play it with me. If you look at my profile on Steam, I have like at least 1,000 hours on Don't Starve Together. I played it a lot. It's definitely not an easy game to get into. But that's by design, I think. Gotta make an extra big source grid specifically for the director. Crap. Let's see what we're working with anyway. His face can stay. His eyes, not so much. Eyes... Okay. There's a lot less going on with them than I originally assumed. Maybe we can just make minor adjustments to them. This level is about the director who harasses you into doing his bidding. You can check my level, Toadstools, Tickets, and Theatrics. It's on YouTube. It'll give you the full details. Since it's already a level that exists, I'm just kind of lobotomizing it. I love the director. He's just... I did so much right with him. Is there something wrong with his new eyes? still has the eyeball, of course. I need to completely fix this. Because the way I handle things is just the worst. I'm sorry, I will not make you a sandwich. I actually did have an idea. Like, when I was making House RPG, it was supposed to be a collage of frequently made Little Big Planet levels, like Bomb Survival, House RPG, Mortal Kombat, and just supposed to be really stupid parodies. But then I got a bit too into House RPG, and then made it Payday 2, and then it was awesome. So I just kind of stuck with that. I'll just completely get rid of the director back there. When I start creating levels, it's been 8 years now. It was around the first time I got Little Big Planet 3. I did make some levels for Little Big Planet 2, but they all sucked, and I do not want to talk about them. So, for practicality purposes, the first level I made was the overreacting tutorial, and you can't prove otherwise. Nah, I don't think I'm in a very good position to make a Discord server. I don't think I will ever be in a position to make a Discord server. I see the votes are becoming chaotic now. I won't stop you. If one person spoils the pod, then everyone has permission to. I will not stop you if you make a Dstomp fan server. You know, put me in there. It's just... you know... without spoiling much, we tried it, it didn't work. And, you know, I'm just not in a very good position for something like that, since I don't think there's a lot of people who would join a Dstomp Discord server. You can figure that out for yourself if you'd like. Once again, I will not stop you. This music is not copyright. Surely. I'll be proven wrong whenever this stream ends, but I'm pretty sure it's not copyright. Surely. Advice for creating levels? Make what you enjoy, and enjoy what you make. I can't really give advice on making actual levels. My entire process was just kind of messing around on the moon for 15 years until I eventually figured out how logic works. So I don't think I'm the best for advice. But if you enjoy what you make, there will eventually be people who also enjoy what you make. The thing I enjoy making is extremely stupid nonsense. Hence, every single level I make. Give or take. Good boss fight? Tell you what. When this is over, I'm gonna show you the ringleader boss fight, and I'll try to explain it, but I don't think it'll be the best example. Otherwise, I don't really have a good... I don't have good advice, otherwise. Because it's just kind of weird. What do you mean the Adventure Time waffle is weird? It's perfectly normal. I don't know, I never watched it. You know what, I just realized something. You wanna know what I hate about the DLC, Return to Craftworld? What was it called? The one where Sackboy goes home and then there's the party and then the invitations and stuff. What was that called again? What was that one? You wanna know the worst thing I hate about that? It adds new material, right? And it uses old themes, like the gardens, the wedding. Here's one such item. It's the Doodled Bricks. It's from the Journey Home Premium level pack. If you go to themes, you scroll down to the gardens. It's in there. If you want to try and avoid DLC, Return to Craftworld is not your friend. Because if you use this, then it's DLC locked. But if you use this, it's not. Because it came from Little Big Planet 1 story mode. So my biggest fear right now is that I've accidentally used one of these when it's under the category that isn't DLC. That is my biggest fear right now. This one might not last as long, but I do believe I've gotten everything. I'll let it play out, then delete the music voter and see if there's anything left. Good choice. I think. Of course, there's the issue of the DLC music, but like I said, that one's being done behind closed doors because it's boring. And more boring than the stream as it's progressed so far, if you could believe it. Here, why don't I set the mood with this music? Okay. One last look around. That should be it. Okay. Job's done. I'll handle all the details later, but I now have 4, technically, levels ready to be made copyable when the servers go back up. Does it really count as immoral if I was the one who created the cardboard people? I think not. I think I'm above the law on this one. Yeah, the servers will eventually come back up. We've been promised. Hopefully. Just so you know, I haven't forgotten the part where I destroyed Dstomp as part of the stream finale. But because somebody asked about how to make boss fights, I can't really give an answer, but I can show you the ringleader boss fight. Newton's theme is not worse than that song. Hang on, I don't even remember how to say it either, so give me 1 second. You're telling me this is worse than Newton's theme? This isn't even a song. This is just ambience. This is my contender for one of the worst songs in the game. I mean, yeah, it does have, like, as ambience, it's really good. But as an actual song, this goes nowhere near my playlist. Because this is all it is. Let's not stay around there too much, I might get a copyright struck, even though I don't make money off of this. eh. Alright, so, let me show you, I'll set up some music. What was, I forget what you guys voted for before, hang on. You had 1 in the previous vote, right? Which was... Axolotl Shuffle? Or, wait, what did you guys vote for? 5, 1, 4... I'm seeing much 4. Puppet Academy Term 2. I will play that as I explain this, which is kind of fitting, actually. I'll do it. Okay, so here is Tenta the Hero, Tenta the Ringleader boss fight. Pretty standard stuff. There's the wood. And down here is the actual fight itself. Get rid of the curtains. You'll have this, and of course, all of the logic behind it, which makes my game lag. So, what I have done here, I've made it so that it automatically goes through these sequencers. If one sequencer fully completes, then the next one starts. And when it gets to the final sequencer and that ends, then Dstomp will show up in the crowd and throw you a ball, so that you can progress to the second phase, which is the same deal. The sequencers consist of batteries, which power these emitters, which is what makes the knives come down. And of course, whenever the game detects that Sackboy has died, which is simply just a player sensor that is set to invert, then it will automatically restart to the first sequencer. So this is basically just a survival boss fight. If you live long enough, you get to go to the second phase. This is how I handled it. Of course, this is nothing when you compare it to the second one, which looks like this. There's actually this tiny little thing, which has all of this inside. This makes up the final part of his phase, where he does that weird thing where some of the knives disappear, and some reappear. So, it looks like a lot, and that's because I made it look complex. I'm not very good at organizing logic, but in essence, the green batteries make knives appear, the red ones make them disappear, and the tags are just for animation. In this case, the tags are just for the individual knives attached to his cart. I think I did pretty well. Some people said the boss fight was easy, some people said it was too hard, some people said it was, like, it broke some part. I have no idea how that happened, but I believe it since it's just my creation. It always breaks. But, you know, that's all I can really offer in the sense of how do you make a boss fight. Just make it so that if the player lives long enough, they get to do a thing where they hit the bad guy. And that entire thing is kind of part of the reason why I want to make it DLC free and give it away, so that people can look at it. I'm not sure if something that complex would be easy to understand, but I feel like it would help. At least a little bit. This one. Can you hear the PS4 fans? I know the PlayStation 4's microphone thing doesn't have noise canceling, so you can hear whenever I breathe in before I start speaking. That's fun. But, can you actually? That kinda sucks. I mean, I feel that. I'm currently at the stage of creation where I don't really know what to make. Like, I know a theme. I know what I want to make, but I don't know what goes into that level in order to justify me making it. That's currently where I am, anyway. I have the base PS4 over here. Imagine how loud it gets whenever you play PSVR. I don't do that anymore, of course. I play PC VR now, but it was fun. Frantic Pursuit? Which one is that again? Wait, is that Marvel? Are you telling me to play Marvel music right now? Yes, you are. That is copyright. I learned that one the hard way. Yeah, I know the noise canceling also makes so you can hear my controller clacks, of which I'm also not sorry for. Yeah, everything from the Little Big Planet, the Marvel DLC, is copyright. Like, I guess technically the stickers are, but the music, everything from the music is copyright. Blarg DX, I guess you guys didn't actually get to see Blarg DX again. And that is on purpose. Because I made it extremely unlikely that it ever shows up. Like, how it works is that it picks between these 4 categories, 1, 2, 3, and community. And if it picks community, it rolls basically a check. The first time is these 2, or this one for the actual good song in here. And here's everything else. Here are a bunch of duds, and then this one is actually the song. So it goes through 2 different randomizers in order to actually get Blarg DX. Yeah, I'll play Bataroo, but you know what? Because people didn't get it the first time, I will put up Blarg DX. What's this one? Oh, that's the, yeah. You've already heard that one. We're not listening to that one again. Look at what you made me do. Is this what you wanted? Is this what you want? We're gonna turn that off now. Lava Palava, why not? No, I'm only going as far as the hammer. Nobody specified how badly I need to destroy the Dstomp, just that I need to. Where? Hate when this happens. That should do. 90 degrees should be more than enough. But how about just a little bit of leeway? No, don't worry, I'm not gonna destroy the Dstomp, I'm gonna destroy multiple. Right after I get rid of this right here, make it so that his legs are always standing up. Why don't we just go ahead and make him fall down really quick. That should be enough. Maybe we should do this quick. I think that's being picked up on the mic. Very unfortunate. Of course. Wait. Need to make his legs heavy. I hate this. Hang on. No, those aren't fans, that's just background noise. There we go. Is this copyright? Whatever. Stream's over anyway. Maybe all the sound effects will cause it to not be copyrighted. Yeah, I know it's copyright, but, you know, stream's about to end anyway. I'll put this in the background as I say goodbye. Alright, that's all I have. That's all for me. I hope it's been enjoyable. And if it wasn't, I hope it is thought-provoking on how not to have a stream. Yeah, they sometimes get launched into space, but don't worry. They don't last long up there. Well, look forward to it if you have a PlayStation 4 and a copy of Little Big Planet. Copyable levels. You get to poke and prod, save whatever you want. Even re-upload them. I don't really care what you do with them, but if it makes you happy, that's all I want. Again, thank you for watching. Tune in next time when I stream Pizza Tower for